What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2024 Quarterfinals weekend, bringing you another winners bracket matchup and a pretty hotly contested one at that. South Korea versus China. I have some thoughts about this. I will probably spread them as we go through this match. It's going to be pretty interesting. It's probably not going to be as one-sided as many people think it is, but we'll see. I'm always up for surprises. My name is Jukes, and I'm joined by the wonderful N-Wolf. Hello.
Hello.
How do you feel about this one?
I feel torn. I've had a lot of bad pick-em predictions this weekend. One of them, the streak might continue. Like, yes, you, as you said, I think lots of people expect South Korea to win this one. I'm one of the people who don't. I believe in a tiebreaker won by China. So, I'm very interested to see how this match goes.
Yeah, I like, it depends, in my opinion, mostly on how much practice South Korea has put into this week's match. Because last week versus the Netherlands, they might have won 5-0, but the Netherlands put up a really good fight, and South Korea lost quite a bit of score on picks where they shouldn't. And I remember one of the South Korean players definitely has a lot of respect for China as an opponent at this stage, and China is a force to be reckoned with. We'll see about that. We'll see if South Korea has gotten the hint that, you know, not every match from this point forward is going to be a walk in the park. We're going to start off with China's ban, Hard Rock 2. You're banning the custom. Damn.
It's sad. And
very sad.
South Korea is banning No Mod 4.
Oh.
So that's another fan favorite gone for this week.
Wow.
A rough start to the match. I'm no longer excited. These bands are unhappy. Where are the hidden one bands?
These bands do not spark joy. Oh well. I mean, I guess not every match can be like straight up hidden one ban, like it's been pretty much every match except for Brazil-US, where they actually did play hidden one, as I found out. But still, come on.
We've had
4, Hard Rock 2.
I think we've had 4 matches today, mostly during the night for us Europeans, where they played hidden one. And I was surprised to find out when I woke up. And like, hidden one was played. Hidden one was the first pick. Hidden one was played. Like, it was definitely played between Japan and Chile as well. And another match. What was the other? No, we didn't have another winners bracket one, but it was the 2. But what was another? I know for a fact Hidden One is played more this weekend than it has been played in the other 2 weekends so far, which was 2 times each.
Everyone's having fun when the Europeans are sleeping. That's sad.
I know, right?
Man.
Like, Europeans are awake. Time to ban Hidden One. Time to ignore Double Time One. Well, not this time. This time, Hidden One's not banned. Double Time One is the opening pick. A map we haven't seen a lot either, because it's really hard, and I don't think people like to pick those if they can avoid it.
Yeah. Also, you only got like about 1 or 2 minutes left to gamble all of your coins for your predictions. Currently, South Korea is in the lead by, I'd say, around about 80%, 85%, if I'm saying that correctly. Get your points in if you like gambling. If you don't, still put them in, because gambling is fun. This has not been endorsed by the OS World Cup staff. This is just my personal opinion. I would like to make that very clear. I do not condone gambling at all. I just like to have fun with virtual currencies. That's all there is to it.
You can have as much fun as you want with stuff that doesn't matter, such as channel points.
Yeah. There's no, like, real-life currency behind this. You're fine. Gamble smarter, not harder. Exactly. That's what it is all about. Alright. First pick from South Korea, DT1, as you said. One that we haven't seen that many times, but definitely a very apt opening pick for a high skill ceiling matchup like South Korea versus China.
And we're going to be watching out, especially for combinations like we just had, which combines, I think, 1-8, 1-3, and 1-4, which is an interesting combination of snaps alongside the bass solo slowdown offbeat section after the first chorus, which will get someone's accuracy down a little bit.
So far, looking good for South Korea. Although China has been in the lead for quite a while, I saw the KK Negative and Shokan found a couple of 100s. A miss from KK Negative in the first KI section. It's gonna move things over to the South Korean side. And here you have the offbeats. Lovely dense patterns. Love to see those.
As advertised, Super SSS and Pocari especially, I think, found a couple 100s there. But no. Well, Pocari just finds a miss, as I was about to say, no one missed. And that will give China a bit of a chance again to come back, but not anytime soon.
It's going to take a little bit more. The accuracy is definitely favor South Korea, despite the 96, 97 from Pocari. Peaceful and Olo are accuracy beasts in their own regard. I would say also the best players on the South Korean roster overall. And that's going to keep them in the lead. 60,000 points as we approach the end here. And unless something drastic happens, South Korea has this in the bag.
Yeah, don't think there's really anything left in the map that could cause a catastrophe, so a really good opening pick for South Korea here. China finding another miss, so yeah. This is definitely over. Peaceful not finding a lot of 100s in this map in general. It looks like 5.
That's a peaceful score. That's a peaceful score if I've ever seen one. 5 100s. The next best score is Olo with 32 100s. There is a 27 100 gap between Peaceful and everyone else in the lobby. That is insane.
Now, it's China time to respond and get a point of about themselves, and they instantly pick 3.1.
Ooh.
The techie orientated 3-mod pick.
And with this being the slightly mod-friendlier pick of the two, I'm expecting nothing less than 6 mods versus 6 mods.
Yeah, I would be shocked if anything else happened.
Like, China is technically the underdog here, being a 6th seed compared to 3rd seed from South Korea. And if this is their opening pick, you know they've been practicing. You know that they can pull up the 3 hidden hard rocks, but so can South Korea.
Yeah,
There's no point for South Korea to go with 5 mods and play it safe. They have what it takes. They have the manpower to overtake South Korea on their own pick.
I also think against any of the top 8 seeds, going 5 mod against a 6 mod is an instant loss. Unless big tragedies happen, but I don't think you should bank on those.
Because like 1 mod only grants you like 60,000 score, and that's not a lot in a matchup like this where every 100 can count. 60,000 points is minuscule.
Hold up.
Oh, what? Really?
Really?
Pocari goes hidden only?
So we have a single mod advantage for China.
That's not what I would have expected at all, but maybe Pocari is trying to collect some accuracy advantage over China, because this is OD 9.4, if I recall correctly, after hard rock or something like that, maybe a little bit higher, so the accuracy requirement is definitely a lot tighter, and that might play into South Korea's favor. But going hidden on this is rough. But if someone can do it, then Pocari.
Pocari getting through that first really slow, difficult section for hidden. But China slowly getting the score advantage with their mod advantage. Not with combo, not with accuracy. That is on South Korea's side. But They are missing the mod. And KK Negative finds miss.
But
But
that miss
assuming
won't
nothing
matter
else-
too much.
Yeah, assuming nothing else happens, China will get the lead back towards the end. Because I don't think a miss will really take... It will nullify the extra mod, basically. But that's about it.
Lots of 100s from China. As we go into the more bursty section, a couple of 100s from Labi and Pokari. But the accuracies are still favoring South Korea. And the extra mod advantage is, I think, pretty much gone with this accuracy difference. You can only allow for like 1.5% accuracy difference to make up for the 60,000 points. Wow. I didn't think this would turn out so well in South Korea's favor.
Yeah, the scoreline is not... Never mind, it's slightly moving back to China's side, but we are almost at the end.
Couple high SV streams for those playing Hidden Hard Rock, and KK Negative finds another miss. That's the nail in the coffin for China. A very good attempt. And was that a miss from Peaceful at the end? Did I see that correctly? Yep. Oh no, oh Peaceful.
Literally the last note.
Literally the last note.
For combo and spirit. Still top score in the lobby because, well... yeah. I did not catch that why WLR Minato found misses as well. Like, if either of those players didn't miss, this would have been a China win, but they missed and South Korea effectively didn't miss.
I do wonder if Peaceful did that on purpose, or if it was a genuine miss. Because that was literally the last note. But Peaceful is also the type of person to get very upset at like a 1 miss or a 1-100 in a tournament setting with Hidden Hard Rock on a free mod. So...
First
this was my first miss of this entire TWC. Okay, it was not intentional. That was, yeah. Look, Peaceful. Now you got it out of your system. Now you won't miss ever again in this TWC. Don't worry.
It could be worse. Could have been a miss on like No Mod 5 in the middle of a stream and without being able to recover. That would be a tragic miss. That miss was really just entertainment. Not for Peaceful, but for us.
Yeah. There's absolutely worse things. If your rehearse miss on a free mod 1, almost Hidden Hard Rock SS. Crazy stuff. South Korea gonna pick it to No Mod 2. Tech, one of their strongest skill sets overall, and probably, aside from Japan, the one country that has like the strongest tech players in all of TWC. So this only makes sense, really.
They are the rhythm, and you need to be the rhythm for this map, because this map is all about rhythm. And also the incredibly difficult bursts, but it's not a consistently bursty map, or difficult map, like you would normally expect from a tech map. This is really about the rhythm. With some death patterns.
But I'd also just like to mention that Formless, the mapper of this, is Chinese. So maybe that's a bit of a statement, you know? Maybe there's also a little secret message in there.
I think us as Germans would know that this doesn't always apply, unfortunately.
I'm so sad that we didn't even get to see Germany on No Mod 4 this weekend. That never happened. But No Mod 4 was also not from New, right? That was from Nostormu and...
David Min.
Oh, David, yeah. Yeah, that would make sense why they didn't pick No Mod 4.
Yeah, it wasn't a Mew map, so no German mapper buff.
Unfortunate. But hey, if there's like a statement to be made here from China, it's getting a break point right now and get off the tragic loss of their first pick sooner rather than later. We'll see. No Mod 2, System Z, has also been banned quite a few times this weekend.
But it has been a fairly popular pick overall when it isn't banned or ignored.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's more approachable. It's not like it's really dense, fast, or unreadable. It's comfy in a sense.
As comfy as it gets for a quarterfinals type pick.
Yes.
I am scared for what's gonna come up in semifinals. So far, China playing it pretty well. Having the Chinese mapper picked against them. Super SS dropping a little bit on these bursts, on these 1-6. Down to 98, which is going to give a slight edge to South Korea. But given that there is something in the water in South Korea that makes pretty much every South Korea player a human metronome, I am not too sure if they can really bank on any misses from South Korea, although it could still make a difference.
It is impressive that we haven't seen any misses yet, though. And these are just insane performances across the board.
.30 seconds left on one of the shortest picks in this pool. Pokari finds a miss. Olo finds a miss! Sorry, Pokari found the 100, but that's the miss from Olo. He's gonna swing back to China, but they can't really afford any extra 100s. Out of all the picks where I would have thought it would flicker, I didn't think it would be Norma 2. It's briefly going over to China. Maybe a couple more 100s for South Korea settle the deal, but no, China at the end drops accuracy. Oh, that is... Oh my god!
Less than 2,000 score difference on this map. That is absolutely insane. Look how close the Chinese players are to one another. Wait.
Oh my...
I saw some finishers not being played according to the score. It was a finish difference on top of everything else.
Oh no! Oh no! Wow, that was ridiculous. And now China is going into hidden 1. What? Excuse me? Like you just put up a 2,000 score difference against one of the top contenders for the podium in this year's TWC, and then you pick hidden 1 against a team that is arguably also one of the strongest teams when it comes to hidden, and especially like tricky types of slow hidden like we have for hidden 1. Excuse me, what?
Maybe this time they try to have a 2,000 score advantage. It's definitely a spicy pick, but it came out instantly, so maybe they have something in store.
I love it.
Also, there's formulas.
Hi, formulas. Where were you on the previous pick, huh? Just kidding. Just because you're the mapper doesn't mean that you have to play the map.
Yeah, you have map disadvantage on your own map.
Oh, yeah. But this is an interesting turn of events, in my opinion. But I'm all in for it. Makes the match more exciting.
So many double S's on the board.
Lobby drops accuracy for South Korea, which means China maintains the accuracy lead. But you can't expect Peaceful to go out with anything less than an SS or like a couple of 100s. Pokari finds the odd 100 here and there. Peaceful now dropping accuracy as well. Just as I mentioned that, Pokari, as the SV slows down, misses. It's looking good for China.
But incoming soon is the slowdown stream. And that could swing the score over instantly if it goes horrible for China. Or South Korea.
It is their own pick, so you'd have to assume that China is well prepared for this. Oh!
Everyone lives!
Everyone lives! That is ridiculous. China, what are you doing? Labby misses. This is well within China's court right now. What is happening to South Korea?
This is such a massive score lead at the moment. 170,000.
And everyone is still FCing! How did they do that? Like, they're completely unfazed by these SV changes. Super Assess with the first miss for China, but still Formless and KK Negative are on there with the FCs. That's a double FC from China. What is that? And what are these accuracies as well? Huh?
By far the biggest score difference you see in this match, and it's not even close.
Imagine pulling out a 230,000 score difference against South Korea on a hidden. Wow. Man, this Chinese roster is good.
Yes, if only Hidden 2 was like last week, and well, now it's a speed hidden. We will almost look at a 2-2 score for this match at the moment. We don't. So, yeah. China needs to get a breakpoint, either on this pick or South Korea's next pick. And Raise Your Hands is their first chance. Double time 2.
Raise Your Hands. 250-ish BPM if I call correctly. Close to 260. So should be fine for everyone to play. But this is also a pick that I could go seeing either way. If China keeps playing the way that they do right now, I see this as a very solid chance for them to get the breakpoint on this pick.
Yeah, I'm having missed the chance on a breakpoint for No More 2 by such a low score margin. Bodes well for the rest of the match being potentially way more interesting than people anticipated.
Shokan, Super SS, and Minato for China. First time I think we've seen Minato in this matchup. And once again, Peaceful, Lavi, and Olo for South Korea. I wonder when the roster changes are going to come in for South Korea, or if there are even any roster changes planned. Oh, I already saw Pokari, but South Korea also has 2 other players that, yeah, might come in with the more specialty type picks if this match keeps on going like it is right now.
Would be interesting
and
to
off we
see.
Go.
Raise Your Hands, a map that has often backfired this week, surprisingly enough.
We will see. China has a decent shot at this. We'll have to see it. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. It's not a lot of map for how many nodes there are in there. Big streams, everyone nails that just fine. Minato misses right after the miss stream. Oh, that's unfortunate.
All trades.
All trades. Wow, alright.
You're supposed to miss on the heart, the stream. They read the script wrong. South Korea does have the lead still, with their accuracy being quite a bit ahead. Shokan struggling to hold the 99% and they missed!
Down to a 97. As you say, that tanked quite a bit of accuracy. As we go into the second half, Shokan, Minato.
This map has just gone way out of reach for China, as is currently. It's not over yet, but it might
Everyone
be.
hits the stream again.
It's a good thing we don't have contents in this tournament. Would be Slaughterfest.
South Korea Peaceful missing. That's the second miss of TWC for Peaceful. Can we keep a counter? Can we keep a counter? Slappy with a big miss at the end! But not enough. That shrunk the score lead for South Korea by half.
That was,
Wow.
yes, that was massive, but China struggled too much in the first half.
God. That. Wow. I'm. I don't know what's going up with South Korea, I'll be honest.
Super
Like, these are good
only for
scores.
combo.
Like, don't get me wrong, South Korea is playing really well. Like, 3, 4, 100s each on the DT, where, like, getting accuracy at all like that is super hard to do. It's great. But China is just locked in on this one.
But they need more to get the breakpoint. They need to hold.
Yep.
The openings are there, they just need to be able to take them. Now, it's going to be interesting. Will China just go... Okay, 3-2.
Oh, China, you're messing with my head.
Will the triple hidden hard rock pay off this time? Will they go triple hidden hard rock again this time? We've seen 3-1 go a little bit wrong.
We'll see. I was actually wondering if you have actually seen triple hidden hard rocks on 3-2. I think it was in the US versus Brazil, if I recall correctly, or maybe that was 3-1. I don't remember. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, that was all hidden hard rock, both Brazil and the United States.
I assume Brazil did some unhealthy scores on that map.
You want to know the exact numbers?
How many 100s?
49.
That is
49
not a lot.
100s. That's not a lot, but also Hero K got 100.
I mean,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, it's Hero K. Hero K gift.
I was asleep, but I've read the chat message which goes as follows. We picked double time 1, so Hero K would stop getting 100. That was what they wrote, because the first 4 maps in that match were, well, Hero K gets 100. I know,
I mean, they
number
got
3.
that, yeah.
No more 2
was also-
100.
That's nuts. Yeah, Hero K got 13 100s on DT1, and that was also the only pick that the United States won with 18,000 score lead, which is not a lot. I'm gonna have to rewatch that after this weekend. It looks like a nuts match to follow. But anyway,
We have 12 mods.
oh my god. Jonah is coming in for South Korea. This is exactly what you want to see in a high stakes matchup like this.
Player stops, but right now, Jonah, first map of the match, and strength accuracy, Labi struggling with combo. China getting the lead on both. But it's early days.
Very early days indeed. Once again, China is playing this superbly well. Getting through the first KI with a 99 on KK negative. Super SS just got the 99 back. Minato with just as incredible of an accuracy. On the South Korean side, not looking too good by comparison. Peaceful, doing peaceful things. But Labi and Jonah are lagging behind in a way that gives China a pretty decent score lead for the moment. KK negative misses once, but doesn't drop any accuracy, so it's not gonna matter too much for the time being.
We'll probably shrink the lead quite a bit. Actually, it's not moving, it's getting larger.
Yeah, Jonah is not having a good time with these SV changes. Dropped to 95% there briefly. And that's what's keeping China ahead by 60,000 points. You'd think this is like... You'd think like China has an extra mod enabled somehow still, looking at these scores. KK negative finds another miss. But again, doesn't drop any accuracy. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, these misses are ridiculously clean. This time the lead did shrink a little bit, but it's still almost 50,000 in favor of China. And now I wonder why this wasn't their first pick, and instead it was Framework 1. So Framework 1 probably did not at all go like they wanted to.
I'm starting to think that maybe Jonah may have been overmodding. They saw what happened on 3 mod 1 and thought, you know, maybe a bit too close for comfort. Maybe we should put an extra hidden hard rock on there. Because Jonah doesn't look too comfortable for what their countrymates are putting up. Peaceful with the 3rd tournament miss. My god, what is happening? The script, I'm looking for the script. It's not in the script anywhere, or I misread it, but there are things happening in this match that make me very uncomfortable. 1-100 from Peaceful, 2 misses, 20-100 FC from Minato. Jonah, regardless, FC'd, but yeah, the accuracy just wasn't there. That's a big gap. China takes their 2nd point on 3 mod 2.
But once again, they need to be on the lookout for the breakpoint. And they don't have a lot of chances left. If they don't win this one, and they win their own pick, they do get one more chance at a breakpoint. But after that, it's over.
And you also have to remember that China also still needs to win their own picks. South Korea is always within reach. South Korea is always ready to punish China if necessary. I say that, but looking at the free mods, yeah, I don't know. This is... I have bad vibes. I have a few bad vibes around South Korea here at the moment. No disrespect, obviously, to the players' performances. They're trying their hardest. But this is very unlike the South Korea that has gotten, like, top 3 pretty much guaranteed in some of the past couple TWCs. China is, yeah, kind of causing a few cracks to appear in the wall that is South Korea usually. No mod 1.
No mod 1. We see new player in South Korea. We see the final one. Ayaeon. If that's pronounced correctly.
Ayaeon? Who knows? We're casters, it's our job to mispronounce everyone's names.
Correct.
So we have PA's full, Ayaeon, and Pu Kari Sweet for South Korea. We have Supers from China, Mikalolo, and I actually don't know how to mispronounce that. What's a good way to mispronounce that?
Shukan.
Shukan. But that's... How do you mispronounce Shokan? It's very hard to mispronounce.
I just imagine a shoebox inside of a can.
Shukan. That's not gonna get better than that, I guess. These are our lineups. No mod 1. Scary pick in a tight match like this one. And scary even for South Korea.
Yeah, scary for everyone. This map is never not scary. All these bursts are super easy to trip up on. And there's a lot of them in this map. You see China losing the accuracy lead right there in the 1-4-1-6 combination.
Ayaeon dropping a couple of 100s in return. Lowest accuracy in the lobby by far. And by far, I mean 0.3%. That's the type of accuracy difference that you have to watch out for in a match like this. China is playing this solidly with 99.5 and above. But once again, you have Peaceful, you have Pocari Sweat, who in their own right are incredible accuracy players, and you can't really expect them to drop any extra 100. It's all about the third player. And Ayayon will make or break the difference here for South Korea.
Super SS once again on the same pattern as before, found a few 100s with Ayayon misses! Big opening for China right here.
Let's hope that they don't have their leaderboards on. This is huge for China.
Number 1-3, 1-6 section. Will it suddenly trip someone up? Or the BPM change?
Super SS does find single 100, maybe two.
Everyone has got accustomed to the BPM change. Now we just need to be able to do it backwards.
Speeding back up into the streams. Everyone hits that. Pocari finds a 100. And China is in the lead. All they have to do is hold on until the end, and they got the break point. Tie things up again. This is looking huge.
And this is exactly what we were looking for. This is the break point.
Are they about to do it? I'm shaking right now. China is on track to take the Super SS. Misses Pocari trades here at the end. China is leading by 10,000 points, and they do it. That's the break point. China takes South Korea down on Nomad 1 on their own pick. What is this? What is this roster? What are they on?
100 from Peso, but China not really far behind in accuracy. And their consistency on this map really paid off. They finally, after 3 previous South Korean picks where there was an opening but China couldn't capitalize on it, this time they could. And now they can tie up the score and make it 4-4.
I see talks about tiebreaker in the chat. This is as close as it's gonna get. China is on it. Now all they have to do is win their next 2 picks.
Win their own picks to guarantee tiebreaker. Win their own picks and South Korea's final one to win the match. And we see no mod 6.
Ooh.
A map quite similar. Okay, not quite similar, but it follows the direction of No More 2, which was noticeably ridiculously close, and DT1, which was South Korea's opening pick, which wasn't that close. But this is an entirely different map. Just the same category. Tech. Basically also mini tiebreaker. This has often been described as the mini tiebreaker.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot going on this map. There's like pseudo speed, there's burst, there's doublets, there's a BPM change. It's just under 3 minutes, so it's not quite there with a tiebreaker.
I saw some people describing Nomad 5. Sorry, I slipped to German there for a second. That was weird. I saw people describe Nomad 5 as a mini tiebreaker just based off of the length, but
Yes.
Nomad 5 is not like the most challenging Nomad out here. Nomad 6 is definitely up there in terms of difficulty.
I think it not being that challenging, as you just said, is why we haven't seen it yet this match, because
Yeah.
no one knows how it could go, and I think both teams would prefer having at least some sort of idea how the map they pick will go.
But also, that means there is an option for Nomad 5 to be like one of the last picks. Like one of the last 2 picks. I don't expect it necessarily, but this would give us a genuine mini tiebreaker with how intense it's gonna get. Anyway, Nomad 6. Let's see where this is gonna go. Super SS. Oh, not just 1 miss. That was a bit weird to look at.
Yeah, but they just were not in that pattern at all.
a rough start, and that was a big tank that might already affect how this is gonna go out.
Thankfully the miss was early on, so combo-wise not much is lost, but the accuracy, you see the noticeable difference is between Super SSS and everyone else. And KK Negative is also kind of tied with Pokari's Red. If you make the comparison, then Super SSS is 2% behind.
Yeah, it's not over, definitely. And China is only behind by around about 1% accuracy overall. Not too bad. And Pokari does find the odd 100 here. They're looking really unstable, actually.
Unluckily for China, Pokari's Red did manage to hold onto the combo there.
Yeah.
And we see the obligatory BPM change of the map. But outside of a couple 100s here and there, not much is happening.
KK Negative on the side of China, dropping a few 100s. But other than that, the score difference is still favoring South Korea. China is keeping it stable. We got 1 more minute to go, and it is still possible for China to take this back.
Do we see a second breakpoint in a row? Pokari's Red struggling with it in beginning the carry section, but holding on to the combo once again.
Combo where it's gonna be the misses from Super SS are really right at the start. We're already the difference maker, and Michael also with a miss on top of that. Sad to see if you're rooting for China here, just after having gotten the breakpoint of their own. Will have that taken back. Thank you very much, says South Korea. We will take that. 4 100s, 9 100s from Peaceful and Olo. Pokari with the lowest accuracy lobby by quite the margin, but I don't know. The accuracies, if it weren't for the misses, would have been super comparable, and this could have gotten out to like a couple 10,000 points at the end there, at best, if it weren't for the misses in terms of score difference. A couple 10,000, I say. This is a 36,000 score difference, maybe a couple thousand. My bad.
Counting up the 100 difference, South Korea has 4 less 100s. And on top of that, all the misses that China had, which also contributed to some 100s. You could play another game of what if, but yeah. In the end, South Korea just really performed on this pick by China. And now we do see no mod 5. Pure
We just
accuracy.
talked about that one.
It is once again SS or die.
Ruko map in quarterfinals, stream pick, all death streams with OD 6.5. This shouldn't be hard to act for both teams. But China has no way out other than to reclaim that breakpoint once again and hope that the nerves don't get to them. They have done incredible work already in this matchup against a strong South Korea. Not super strong. They have a few, how do you say it, a few weaknesses. That's become apparent.
And there were huge openings, especially on like Normod 2 and Double Time 2, but they couldn't be capitalized on by China. So for the number 2 and number 7 seed, who's going to play South Korea next week? Potentially play South Korea next week. This match is not over. Start taking notes now. So we have the two different kinds of mini tiebreaker back to back. This time lengthwise.
4 minutes of this, basically. There are some funny bursts and very inconvenient parts of this map, but the main focus is all on stamina, all on not node locking, which should be your top priority. Right now we have 2 SSs on both sides, and what? Oh, I say that too. I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
Super SS with the first miss.
And also going to be the biggest deciding factor on the map. Random misses, but it wasn't a huge tank, thankfully for them. They recovered back into the stream fairly fast. But it does mean South Korea has quite the accuracy lead right now for this type of map and the combo lead. They can afford a single miss, as long as they also don't massively tank.
There's still 3 minutes. There's the miss that you mentioned. Lobby with the first miss for South Korea. Accuracy is though still favoring South Korea by a very slim margin. And with Peaceful and Pocari on a pick like this, you cannot really expect any more 100s than necessary. Once again, it all depends on the third player, and that being Labi for South Korea.
So everyone's back at the combo cap, so it's once again only accuracy that matters. And for that, South Korea has 2 double S's. We don't have to say more. Labi fighting another. That's a massive tank. That is the tank I was talking about. And now China's basically tied on accuracy, all things considered. And more importantly, they have combo advantage.
Halfway through, I can't look at this. This is ridiculous.
It is, and China needs to hold, which is really easier said than done. We have some Evo mono heavy streams incoming after this comma section, and of course one more chorus. If the first chorus Super SSS missed, in the second chorus Labi missed, what will happen in the last chorus? Find out in a minute.
I wish this minute was already over. My heart can't take this. China. KK negative loses the SS, leaving the only SSs for South Korea, double SS, versus a incredibly strong Chinese roster on this Nomad 4. 14,000 score advantage for China. Will they take it till the end?
Everyone is still holding on. A single miss can make or break this for either side.
Final Ki. China can show up here. They have done it before. They can pull through if they need to. And this is the time where they have to show up or be knocked down to the losers bracket early. Will they allow that? I don't think they will. That's the finishers. One more final stream. And they do it!
3 breakpoints in a row, and now China can take this to a tiebreaker. South Korea losing their pick despite having 2 double S's on their side, but it wasn't enough.
No matter. The double SS from South Korea doesn't matter. China pulled through, showed up, woke up, and said, we're not leaving this early. We still have one more pick in us.
No. China has 3 maps to choose from. Probably the most difficult choice they will have to make this entire tournament. Is it going to be Hidden 2?
Oh my
Outbrook
god.
1? Or Nomad 3? It's okay, that's fairly fast pick. Far away light, the speed hidden. So we see China got, I think this still counts, the largest score difference in the match on Hidden 1, which is an entirely different kind of hidden map. So we can't really use that as basis. This map, likewise, like the map we just saw, lots of streams that can trip players up.
I'm speechless. I don't know if anyone really expected for anyone to push South Korea to like the final pick of a quarterfinals match, and especially not China. Looking at these predictions, people were expecting South Korea to easily win this, but China is not impressed. If they win this, they can push this to TP, and then God knows what happens from that point forward.
We have too many tiebreakers to go off of, and both teams won each once. So, yep. That's the box we shall open in a few minutes, if we do.
Final pick of this match, Hidden 2 from China. No matter how this turns out, they have already solidified themselves into this year's TWC script as one of the most surprising rosters, I would say.
Early accuracy lead for China here. But many streams are left to come, and also, once again, this map does have a funny section, like the previous ones. Zubestas is finding a lot from Handelswerk, giving the lead, flickering with South Korea.
God, if this is the score lead that we're gonna have to deal with for the next 2 minutes, I don't know how I'm gonna react at the end of this. But it's all or nothing for China. It's TB or get knocked down to losers bracket. And they have their eyes set on the tiebreaker by the looks of it. Lowest accuracy in the lobby by Labby from South Korea. Peaceful once again with the SS. Gonna do a lot of work to anchor South Korea's performance overall. But against this Chinese roster, you really do need a lot more than that. There was quite a few 100s there.
Yeah, no one loses on the mono, but they lose accuracy.
Okay, can I get it for the big miss?
That's a catastrophe right there. As it has happened so often on this map this week.
And that might already be GG. That's 80,000 point advantage for South Korea. Based off of this one section that KK was just unable to hit. Maybe it was the nerves. Maybe it was the map. Maybe it was both. But this means South Korea will go away with this with quite a few scars. I would say this was not an easy fight for South Korea. 6-4.
What a dominant final performance from South Korea here, though.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
What a
match.
What a match. This means South Korea advances in the winner's bracket, facing the winner between Taiwan and the United Kingdom. But the very next match we're going to see on this channel, China, meanwhile dropping into the loser's bracket, and they are going to face Finland. I'm sure Finland is happy about the future opponent.
Oh,
I wish him good luck. But
Indeed.
it will be an interesting match.
Like, out of all the teams from, like, let's say seed 16 till seed 9, Finland is definitely the one country that I've been looking forward to the most, and how they're gonna do in the losers bracket. I've been very impressed with Finland's performance. but it might end next week with how China's been playing today, and with a harder pool to top it off. Yeah, good luck. You're certainly gonna need it. China is gonna cause havoc in the losers bracket, and I am all in for it. I'm super excited to see what this roster can pull off. This match could have gotten like a completely different ending if it weren't for like a couple of small performance differences, but wow. Yeah, take notes, everyone. Insane match. Yeah, we're gonna be taking a breather after this match. We will certainly need it. In 35 minutes, we have another winners bracket match of the UK versus Taiwan. This is like another match that could go. I mean, we'll see. The pool is still easy enough for the UK and Taiwan to have close battles like we've seen it today. But yeah, I don't know. This is certainly a lot more one-sided-ish than this match. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. And then the final losers bracket match of the weekend, France versus Argentina, and the semifinals showcase. After that match, yeah. And I need to rest my voice after this. My God.
Yes, that was an insanely intense match. There was so few maps that weren't ridiculously close until the last second, and yeah, we deserve that break. And I can't let other people talk about this next match because it's not going to get any less hype.
Yep. We'll be taking our leave. Joining you in half an hour will be Ethan and Teasel in the commentary booth, but that's been it from us for this match. I hope you all enjoyed yourself. I definitely did. We've been Jukes and Wolf, the German power couple in the commentator booth, if you want to say it like that. And it's been a blast, and we will see you again in 33 minutes for the UK versus Taiwan final winners bracket match of this week's quarterfinals. See you there.